Firstly, myself, in that because of the lack of awareness that I had of what it was that I was going through, unfortunately I just let the anxiety go on and on and on, and as a result of that, developed depression.
I think the first barrier that I encountered going to an old boys school was that stigma, particularly amongst males, that seeking support is a sign of weakness.
My family weren't too supportive to begin with, so they're usually one of your first port of calls, and that one just wasn't an avenue that I was able to go down.
There was a fear for myself that I was going to be put onto meds, and I was scared about that.
Probably think the biggest barrier for me was probably myself. I probably had a lot of fear, and that was a big barrier stopping me from talking to anyone, thinking that they were just going to confirm what I was thinking, or that they wouldn't believe me.
Another big contributing factor would have been my background and my culture. There's definitely a lack of awareness or mental health awareness there.
I kind of got to a point where, for me, it was either I need to speak to someone about what's happening, otherwise I don't really want to live with this anymore.
I was waking up with anxiety, I was going to sleep with anxiety. I was finding it extremely difficult to concentrate at school. It just became to a point where I was like, surely there must be something.
It just got to the point where I was sick and tired of feeling sick and tired. Putting pressure on myself to cope with the challenges that I was facing and feeling that I had to do it all on my own made me incredibly exhausted, that I knew I had to seek help.
So yeah, that beautiful day in February or something when everyone else was at the beach and I was in bed, I thought, no, something's got to give here. Let's do something about this.
It was my friends who really pushed me to go and get some help.
I was privileged to go to a high school that had an amazing support network. The teachers there were incredible. The welfare staff that were there, from the counselors to the teacher mentors to the access that the school had with other services in the community, that was something that I definitely benefited from.
Mum she was still very supportive, and she wanted to be there if she could, and we went to a GP and we had a chat there, and then got a referral to a psychologist.
But I'm very blessed with having great friends who are very understanding, which I didn't realise at the time. So once I was able to facilitate the conversations with them, get their support, run things by them, that's when the real turning point happened.
So I have two parents who really love me, and they were the first people that I spoke to. So for me, saying, things aren't quite right, I don't quite feel myself. And then it was just a process of, okay, well, let's go see a doctor. And so I went and saw a GP.
After I turned to a friend, the first thing that I did was see a GP.
I have accessed some online platforms. Headspace has a phenomenal online platform called eHeadspace that provides counselling services outside of school hours, and so that definitely helped me a lot.